So again today, um, another quick comment on the Nithyananda thing, that I had somebody that came and wanted to comment on the thing I just put out about the passports, etc. And obviously another one of the Nithyananda Spin Doctors, because he's telling me, oh, he already had the test, it's been done a long time ago, he rescheduled it with the police department, you didn't read the article carefully. No, I read the article at the Deccan Herald. It did not say anything what this guy is saying. I don't know whether they think we're fools or what. I'm quite intelligent. I know how to read. I know what I've read. And I also know the happenings when I have met him personally. Okay, so your spin is not going to fly here, not for one iota. You don't like what I'm saying? Fine. You don't have to watch my videos. Not a problem. And in fact, I've blocked you. So go on your way, enjoy whatever spin you want, enjoy whatever story you're making up. It's not going to fly here. You're not going to convince me. I know he hasn't done the tests, and so why you would even come forward and say something like that is amazing. Do people actually believe you when you run around the net and say, oh, he's already done the tests and he's already passed? If he'd already done it, they wouldn't be scheduling another one. So no, he hasn't done the tests. He's absconding. He has left. That's it. He has not reported to the courts, has not done what he's supposed to do, and no amount of spin doctoring is going to change that fact. Okay, I'm not one of his brain dead followers that's going to accept anything that somebody comes along and says. Just I'm not. Okay, so you can stop all of his spin doctor devotees, that are being told one thing and absolutely believing it, and running around the net and disseminating false information. It's not going to fly here, not for 1 second. Okay, so you don't waste your breath, don't waste your time, because all it's going to do is result in, like here, yet again, another video. So you're accomplishing the thing that you're trying to head off. Okay? So that's where that's at. So again, this is to the Nithyananda followers that want to tune into my videos and then want to come and try to spin, put in a comment section some sort of a spin on it, that I don't know what I'm talking about, and yada, yada, yada. Your comment is just going to not see the light of day, and you will be banned. End of story. Because I'm not going to stop speaking out. I'm not going to stop, as again, part of the job of being a guru is to bring light to dark situations, and I will continue to do this. And again, if you want to follow him, be my guest. If you want to jump into bed with him, be my guest. If you want to be in denial about what's happening, be my guest. But that is not going to stop me from saying that what he has done is wrong, what he continues to do is wrong, and he needs to be taken out of a position of authority. 100%, I will continue to say that. He is a blight on gurus. He is a blight on Hinduism. He is a blight on sannyasis. 100%. For him to sit there and wear the cloth, the kavi cloth, and sit there behind the scenes having sex with devotees and lying about it and putting out all the numerous stories he put out and continues to put out and has his brain dead followers continue to disseminate the spin and keeps telling you that you will reap rewards for adharmic behavior, this is beyond. So as a guru, I will not quit speaking out. Absolutely, I will not. And no matter how nasty your comments are, no matter how much you want to say I don't know, you're welcome to your opinion. Okay? There are other people that value my opinion. Okay? Because it's coming from a long walk of truth. I'm not just sitting here reading these things. I'm not just sitting here reading and parroting the text that he wants to parrot. I actually have done the path for lifetimes. I'm actually living that truth. I'm not speaking one thing out of one side of the mouth and doing something else behind the scenes. It doesn't happen here. Okay, those are not the hallmarks of a genuine guru. One that does something and says, gets up on a stage and says one thing from his golden throne, and then behind the scenes does these reprehensible acts and has his followers sit there and lie to cover up his actions. Okay, these are not the hallmarks of a guru. These are the hallmarks of a con artist, a predator, and this, what the heck is this outfit he's wearing that is being published on the net, of this, like, looking like he's trying to be freaking Shiva with this animal print thing. Are you kidding me? What kind of crap are you guys buying into? Really? I mean, insult the intelligence, why don't you? Unbelievable. He looks like he's playing dress up. He looks like a fool dressing in that and standing there for these photo ops. Really? Is it Halloween? I didn't think it was Halloween. I thought it was Shivaratri. He is being absolutely disrespectful to all that Shiva is representing, for Pete's sakes. Are you not seeing that? So if you want to go with him and he can play dress up, and you're enjoying him playing dress up and dressing, looking like he's in Halloween, wears his thing asking for his goodies, you know, go enjoy that. But again, you know, don't waste your time coming here and wanting to try to put a spin in the comments section and try to educate me as to the greatness of Nithyananda and the crap he's telling you. It's not going to fly, because, you know, there's a difference when you don't have discernment and when you actually walk the path and actually live within a Nirvikalpa Sahaj Samadhi state. Big difference between talk and action. Big difference between that shift of consciousness that takes place versus the ones that are in this spin and just reading these things and parroting the texts. And when everything deconstructs and falls away, one doesn't need to play these games as he is doing. No realized being, no realized master is going to dress up like Shiva, like Halloween, for God's sakes. It doesn't happen, because one goes back to the most basic level of that Brahman, the para Brahman, which is equal in all. There's only one, not many shades of this one, each a unique little flame that gets pulled up into the whole. That's a New Age concept. Okay, all of that mental spin and drama ends. When the mind stills, that's it, it stills. There is no running dialogue. There is none of this drama that remains. For what? Look at genuine realized masters like Ramana. Any of the genuine realized masters, you'll not see them playing games like Nithyananda is doing. That's somebody that's very young in spirituality, who's conning themselves and conning others. Okay? He's really conning himself. And again, when one is telling truth, there's one story. When one is telling lies, there's a multitude of stories. Okay? A multitude of justifications, a multitude of stories, a multitude of spins. I don't know how much more simple I can make it other than that. When it's truth, there's one. When there's illusion and the lie and the delusion, there are many. Look at yourself, what he is saying. According to every single incident that happens, he's got a multitude of stories, ever changing. That's not reality, that's not truth, that's a number of spins that he's telling himself and he's telling his followers. And if you want to be a blind sheep and you like lies more than you like truth, then continue to follow it. But look in your own life. Judge it by your own life and be honest with yourself. This means coming to honesty, you know. Look honestly. If something has happened in your life, there's a single truth in it. A single truth in it. That's it. And when you're trying to con yourself and con others, look how many stories pop up. Okay? Very simple. That's the simplest judge of it. Just as if you look at a guru, if they're genuine, what their teachings are will be the same from day one till the last day. It's not going to change because truth doesn't change. The basic level, when you get to Brahman, part of Brahman, when you get to realization, when you get to that, it's a singular truth. There are not many shades of that. That only happens in duality, in dualistic mind. Then there are many shades, perceptions, ideas about, because it's duality. Okay, but when we are talking about the single, what remains, it's single, one. Okay, not oneness, one. Not kind of like one. Oneness is like one, but it's not really one. I'm talking, no, about genuine, and you can't even say one because one can be subdivided. Brahman cannot be subdivided. That consciousness cannot be subdivided. That reality is never subdivided. Okay? It's paramount. It runs like a thread through all of the dualistic drama, and yet it's not touched by any of it. Okay? So again, I will continue to speak out, continue to bring light into these dark situations as much as is possible. Either you have ears to hear or you do not. That's all. But again, like the Bible says, don't cast your pearls before swine lest they turn and rend you. So, again, one has to use wisdom and common sense, and I'm not going to continue to give you the opportunity to turn and attempt to rend, because you are only causing more negative harm to yourself in your own path when you want to try to instruct, gurus that are there to pull you out of your suffering and your darkness. We are there to shake that tree. We are not there to enhance your tree. We are here to shake it and see what remains and what falls. Okay, that's part of it. That's part of it. So again, namaste. Have a wonderful day, people out there. But again, let's look a little deeper. Let's gain a little more wisdom and go forward. And that's all.